Hello, good evening, and welcome to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. We're back again with the Gentlemen's Road Racing Club, ladies and gents. They love to put on a wacky, well, it's not even a wacky race. It's not like Dick Dastardly and Penelope Pitstop style stuff. They take a car you wouldn't expect to see on a racetrack, possibly. They turn it into a race car, and then they go racing. These guys would mod up a shopping trolley if they could possibly do so. So here we are for one evening's fun and frolics at the GRRC. They modded up the Kangoo Renault van that was recently added to the GT7 lineup, and they took it racing, ladies and gentlemen. Why not? They stress test it. That's what they do at the GRRC. They stress test the new models. So here we are. We're at the Kangoo Cup, and we're starting at Brands Hatch Indy, and I'm sure there was some sort of qualifying. I've got a grid to get through to introduce you to our pilots, and then we are going to go racing for 4 rounds, starting at Brands Hatch. And I can't remember any of the others. It's going to be things like Nürburgring. No, I think they tried to do Nords and abandoned it. So it might not be. It might be Red Bull Short, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll take this trip together. God, I just heard that cough on the stream. I am apologising. I do have a mute button I could do. I didn't think it was going to sound so old. Duffman in the chat saying, morning, buddy. Well, hello, Duffman. Hope you are good. So then, this is how they line up for today's events, ladies and gents. Brace yourself for this. It's going to be fantastic, I'm sure. So on pole position, ladies and gentlemen, we have Willie Wynn in the Mr. Whippy. And he may just be called Mr. Whippy for the rest of this event. But Willie Wynn then, delivering those fresh iced goods. He's giving his cream out for free, ladies, if you're looking for some. In second place, then, we have Kevlar, just in the Au Natural Kangoo Renault. And yes, that's your mate Bob. And yes, he will move all of your stuff up to the tip for 20 quid if you pay for his car valeting on top of that. Hang on a minute, the chat's going crazy. I've got to slow down. Nifty in the chat saying, morning, muckers. Hope you're well. It was a grid randomizer each race. There you go. We are in the know. And Matt saying, shh, I'm not actually watching this. I'm at work. We'll be quiet. This is work related. These are work vans. You know, this is a look into the A34. This is my daily A34 journey. I come across all of these. So that's your mate Bob, and he will move your crap up to the tip for a fee. In third place, we have Fiberman, and it looks like he is delivering some 7-Up to the major chains. So 7-Up delivery van there for the Fiber Man. In fourth place, it's Max on the sticks, and my word, don't we see a few of these? And they do nothing. They do absolutely nothing. They turn up, they look, they say, yeah, that's broken. Yeah, you're going to need a tow. I can't tow you in this. So wait for 4 hours for Boar Hunt to pull their finger out. Thanks, RAC. Although I think I'm just going to RAC because it comes through my insurance and it's the AA that I'm leaving behind. But yeah, when they send that van out, you know, when that van turns up to your broken down car, you're in all sorts of screwed up business, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a great sign. But it's come here to race today, and I am looking forward to seeing it on track. This is going to be a long grid walk if I'm going to tell you my opinions on every van driver out there. So that was Max on the sticks in fourth place. Fifth place, then, it's Gaz. That's driven through the Ukraine, hasn't it? My word. Russia's had a few pot shots at that bad boy. Yeah, Gaz. Actually, I say it's driven through Ukraine. Could have driven through Scotland either. Ooh. No, there's a barn find, that, ladies and gentlemen. Any day of the week, it's a barn find. I've seen many a They usually look nicer than that. No, not nicer. They're as rusty, but they're usually like more of a car you'd want rather than a van just to drop stuff off in. So that's Gaz in the trashed up Kangoo. 6th place then, ladies and gentlemen, it's 40. And yeah, it's very close to the special needs trust. It might be a bit, the back seats might be, or fake taxi. That's definitely fake taxi. And where's the cameras? And that back seat is definitely going to be a little bit damp. Where are your cameras? There's at least 6 cameras pointing at that back seat. You dirty little thing. So that's was it 40? I think it was, because Gaz was in the trashed one. 40 then. In the fake taxi. In 7th, we've got Oban with a special delivery. For who? Brian. That's just Brian's order then, is it? Carlsberg, special express delivery for Brian. He may have run out. You better rush. We might see Oban going flying in this one because Brian is waiting for his special delivery of Carlsberg. More chat. Hang on. Shh. Don't forget, Max is at work. Not Max, Matt. Max is morning all. Top Taffy saying morning. Matt saying, don't think all the liveries have loaded. No way. You're not saying that, is it? I'll come out of it and go back in again. Morning. We'll do it again. Ooh. Let me just finish the thing. Oh, that's a shame. So here we go. We'll quickly get through this then because it sounds like that some of the liveries haven't loaded. Oh, yeah, there's a white one there as well. Because if I go out now, you'll see the order of the grid. So we'll get through it and then we'll go back and have a look. 8th place then is G-Man for Real Fun. And he's advertising the Kangoo, the van there. We've got the white van man here, but he may not be. It's because some of the things haven't loaded. It's 9th for Greasy. Then 10th, oh yeah, look, these are all looking quite plain. Do you know what? It might have been because my PlayStation turned off. I took so much dilly-dallying to get round to doing this that my PlayStation got bored and knocked itself off. So where was I? Who was that? Greavesy in the white van. So then we've got Norfolk and Talent in 10th. Pacemaker Boy in 11th. Nifty in 12th in Postman Pat's van. And then we have Matteo. Wow. Fluorescent. And Summers. I like it. I've always wanted to go to one at Chase the Rabbit. Oh, dearie me. I've always wanted to go to one of their parties. I imagine they are rather fun. Okay, that's the grid. And let's see if we can get some of these liveries reloaded, shall we? Don't look at the cheats. Don't look at the cheats. Don't look at the... I'm going to come out the whole thing. Maybe I'll go and delete my cookies. Do you know what? Why not? It's always worth it, kiddies, just to go that extra effort. You know, I could have cut corners there and gone straight into the replay, but no, I'm going for the longer option for a better outcome. It's just like racing, slow in, fast out. Okay? Lessons are learned here. Always got to turn these bad situations around, you see, and show a truer light. Oh, we didn't even see what tracks it's going to be. Grand Valley, ladies and gentlemen, Autopolis, and But first of all, let us get through the brands, and let's hope everything loads up. See, that's saying it's loading. Don't you be lying to me now, Kaz. And then we'll get straight to trackside. Don't look at the cheats. And what do we reckon? Yeah, because there's a 101 Dalmatians one in there now. Oh dearie me, let's get the information up that we need. Right, we'll have a swift look. Okay, so we saw the ice cream van of Willie Wynn. Kevlar is in a telepizza. So there you go. Kevlar delivering pizza. That is a big one. That is important. I don't mind the pizza delivery guys. They're fine. 7 up for Fiberman. We saw that. The RAC guy for Max on the sticks. Then we've got the barn find for Gaz. Then we've got 40 in the Amazon. It wouldn't be It wouldn't be a Deliverance if there wasn't Amazon. They are the grandfathers of the delivery, the model for sending things to lazy people. Oban is in the Carlsberg driven car. We saw that. G-Man is in what we've seen. Greavesy's in the DPD. Nice. I like it. DPD. They are a menace on the A34, I've got to say. Greavesy, you're a menace. Norfolk is Deliveroo. Well, food, they're useless, so I'm not even going to say, yeah, they're important. They're not like pizza delivery. Pizza delivery is so much better than Deliveroo. I'm thinking Uber Eats, not Deliveroo. I'm not sure who I'm thinking about anymore, but yeah, Deliveroo is represented. Pacemaker Boy is in a... It looks rather seedy from the back, but I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's Ample Hills Creamery. There you go. It's giving the cream to those ample hills, ladies and gentlemen, is important stuff. Then we have Nifty, we saw in the Royal Mail, and Matteo with the Ann Summers limousine. Right, we'll come out of... What are we? We're not even in that. Let me get my bearings. Get rid of that. We've got to press this. There we go. So that's it. That was the longest intro. I'm so sorry. They're only 10-minute races. I've just done like a 20-minute intro. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I'm so sorry. But thank you for Matt for giving me the heads up that the liveries have not loaded. Nifty saying morning all. Nifty said Fordy's livery hasn't loaded. That's because you demand, says Nifty. That must be because I went back and went that little extra effort to get the liveries. Got to. People have taken time. I have sat in the livery editor for days before trying to perfect that livery. So I have full respect to those, even those that go and download them. They can still claim them as their own because they must have sat through about 14 pages of liveries to try and find that perfect one. Without fail then, the lights are on. We are here for a nice 10-minute blast around 12 laps around Brands Hatch in the Kangoo. They've lightweighted it. They've modded it up to about 200 brake horsepower. They've gone for racing soft tyres. And this is all very important information I should have told you before they'd started. Willie Wynn then goes into the first corner. It's a treacherous corner. And he makes it. No, the 7-Up Kangoo is gone to the sidelines. And it's Kevlar up into second against Max on the sticks with the gas, trying to get himself implemented into that top three, but the RAC guy is just not giving any way whatsoever. Gaz then down into fourth with Oban, moving up into fifth. Norfolk and Talent in the Deliveroo. He has got to get it on time. They are timed, these guys. They've got GPS trackers. If they don't get it to your doorstep, they don't make the money. So Deliveroo then, he's got it's like modern day slavery, ladies and gents. Greavesy there in seventh in the DPD van. I don't think they're under any rules, tracked or anything. They are ruthless on the road, the DPD vans. And then we've got Matteo. Matteo's made up great ground up to 8th place with Nifty now in 9th. G-Man slipped back a little bit in 10th with Pacemaker Boy in 11th, still ahead of the Amazon Prime. And do you know what? That is atypical because they say they're going to deliver at 10 a.m. and it turns up at 5 p.m. What's the schnizzle? Amazon, you're slacking. You began this whole silly charade of Deliverance, and now you are one of the worst at delivering. So Fordy then trying to get back on top ahead of the Ample Hills Creamery. And he cannot do it. Fordy just cannot find a way past the Pacemaker Boy, who's tucked up there nicely behind G-Man for real fun. And Fiberman is still playing catch-up with everything broken on his car. Willie Wynn has picked himself up a nice gap from Max on the sticks, who's moved up to second, and Gaz has moved up as well. Who's dropped? Who was there? It was Kevlar, wasn't it? Kevlar. And the pizza's getting cold, so he's got to get a shift on. There we got Norfolk and Talent making his way up through the crowd, and also Matteo. It's getting hot in here, but Willie Wynn at the moment has got himself a nice piece of gap. Oh, where has he? Because Max on the sticks, who has been a very naughty boy, has picked up a penalty. Gaz closing in with the war-torn Kangoo. And Nifty saying, let's just get this out there now. Every time Matt heavy brakes, you don't want to know what hit him in the back of his head. And Nifty should have got a van with a bulkhead. Hey, Poor old Matteo getting battered by some love beads, should we say? Oh, and there he goes. Oh, and someone's gone out wide there. It's Kevlar, that pizza. Ever getting cooler. OMG, he's lost a lot of ground. It's Paddock Hill Bend, ladies and gentlemen. It is the devil. It's a hell itself. It's evil. It has evil tendencies. Willie Wynn then leads the way with Max on the sticks, tucked up right behind his chuff. Just like these guys like to drive in real life. Not these guys, but the guys that drive these vans. Right up your chuff, like you're in their way. Gaz then coming side by side with the Oban. And Oban then slipping into fourth. Well, he was already in fourth. Matteo making his way up to sixth now with Nifty on his tail. And Norfolk and Talent also tucked in. Norfolk and Talent, they're winner of the Mini Miglia series. And at the moment running in seventh up with Nifty and Matteo. Matteo getting his Kangoo van exactly where he needs it. And Nifty being shadowed by the Deliveroo. Greavesy then, the DPD, all by himself in eighth place. Not quite there with the guys ahead of him. But he's got a nice little gap from himself and G-Man, who's being shadowed by the Amazon Prime delivery. And they've got to hurry up because I'm waiting for, I don't know, what was the last thing I ordered off Amazon? It feels like there's Amazon deliveries to our house like on a weekly basis. So I think it was cat food. So Fordy then going for a move on G-Man. There's a yellow flag out there. He can't make the move. He's had to back out of that one while there is a yellow flag, and it's... Who was it? Was it, I think it was the 7-Up again. Sorry, we're flicking around. Why wouldn't he let me click onto Fiberman? Did he quit out? He may have done. Yeah, he's just gone. So, yeah, I think Fiberman's struggling in the Kangoo. And G-Man there going for a move back on 40 after 40. Fighting his way up ahead of G-Man. And now G-Man is looking all up the rear derriere of 40. Greavesy holding his own in eighth place. Then we've got Norfolk and Talent still tucked up behind Nifty, who's chasing down Matteo. But these guys are catching up the leaders. Oban, Gaz, Max on the sticks, going side by side into Paddock Hill Bend with Willie Wynn. But Willie Wynn holds his own, sticks his van in the middle of the road and says they shall not pass. Gaz then making his way up against Max on the sticks. Max on the sticks, put it on the line. And Gaz then made an opportunity happen. Moves himself up into second place as the Matteo and Nifty all come into play now. Very tight there from Oban and Matteo. Matteo, though, still finding a way through. Oban getting his racing line wrong under that defence. And now Matteo moves up to fourth and really starts to knuckle in on the leaders, ladies and gentlemen. 3 wide behind with Norfolk, Nifty and Oban, but it's Norfolk and Talent that takes the little lead in that battle as Nifty follows him through, and Oban losing 4 spots. He must be absolutely devastated. It's all right, he can probably jump a red light somewhere and make up some time. So Willie Wynn out wide there now as Gaz really starts to close in, and Max on the sticks is up into third with Matteo just behind in fourth place. Matteo chasing the rabbit. Norfolk and Talent trying to find a way through. He's left Nifty, and Nifty now is duking it out with the Oban. The Oban's comeback story happens now. Around the outside, it's never going to work, and Nifty is up and inside and back into sixth place. Norfolk and Talent right on the tail of fourth place Matteo, and it's Max on the sticks back up and into second place, but they're all going to come into Paddock Hill Bend arriving at the same time. Max on the sticks, later on the brakes, Gaz is on the curb, and it's Matteo around the outside. Matteo in the Ann Summers rider, and Norfolk and Talent having to go off the road to make the pass, and Matteo's going very wide through the Druids, and Norfolk and Talent then closes in, and Gaz there in third with Max on the sticks in his RAC Kangoo, chasing through for Willie Wynn, who has led every lap so far. 9 of 12, ladies and gentlemen. in the van, in the chat, sorry, in the van. Michael Fordy saying morning all, and Nifty saying Willie Win, front end of a van, back end of a bus. So Willie Win leads the way, and Max on the sticks trying to find a way past. Willie Win plonking it in the middle of the road. He's got a bit of a slide on going into Paddock Hill Bend, but it looks like Max on the sticks had to get out of it as well. And now Max on the sticks being swallowed up by the guys around him. Matteo around the outside of Druids. Impossible. Gaz on the inside. That's where my money is. But no, it's Matteo. Kept his foot in there. Managed to pull it off, and now into Hill Bend. Oh my word. And Matteo having to get some big cojones out to show the guys, and they're not intimidated though, because Norfolk and Talent still trying to fight him. Matteo then into second place. Willie Win at the moment just holding his line with Matteo in second. Norfolk and Talent with Gaz on his inside. Max on the sticks slipping down into fifth with Oban ahead of the Nifty. The Royal Mail being slow as usual. Greasy in the DPD, probably using the Royal Mail at the time. And 4D closing in on our boy Greasy. And this is a big showdown, isn't it? Beat DPD versus the Prime Delivery. And G-Man in 10th. Kevlar in 11th. Not the race he was looking for. And 12th there for Pacemaker Boy in the Ample Hills Creamery van. Very nice. And here we go then, Willie Win just ahead of Matteo with Gaz in the mix, and we've got Norfolk and Talent and Max on the sticks. It's the big ones, guys. It's the big players. I think they're all related to each other. It's like the Alabama up front here with Willie Win, Matteo, Norfolk and Talent I don't think is related. Max on the sticks is. And then we have the Gaz, who I don't think is also related. And lovely move there. Matteo slipping. Was it Matteo? No. Max on the... No, it was... Not Matteo. Yeah, it was the RAC. Max on the sticks. Gaz and Norfolk and Talent, both either side of Max on the sticks, as he took it quite gently through Paddock Hill Bend. Now Max on the sticks on the comeback with Norfolk and Talent up and into fourth place, in no mood to share that position with Max on the sticks. And Willie Wins just made a huge mistake on the very final lap, and Gaz has come through, but Gaz has got a penalty, so Willie Wins coming back at the Gaz. If he stays within a second of the Gaz, I'm sure he'll still long way, and Gaz is slowing down to get rid of the penalty, and Willie Win takes the win. OMG. My word, ladies and gentlemen, that was fast, frantic, and something else. And with drama on the very final corners, Willie Win throws it off the track. Gaz takes the lead, but Gaz picks up a huge penalty. Well, half a second, and it looks like he was paying his penalty there before they got to the finish line. And Willie Win retook the lead ahead of Gaz, with Matteo coming home in a podium position. Max on the sticks in fourth, and Norfolk and Talent grabbing that fifth place just ahead of Nifty as we see cross the line. Oban crosses the line in seventh. Greasy ahead of 4D for eighth. 4D in ninth. G-Man gets his home in 10th, with Kevlar bringing the pizza home in 11th, ahead of Pacemaker Boy in 12th. And it just feels wrong looking at Pacemaker Boy. But so right. So there we go, Pacemaker Boy, maybe distracted by his own livery as he brings it home in 12th place. That was thrilling, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we move on to our second race? Well done to Willie Win. Unbelievable race in there from the top 5-6 people, all tucked in together as seventh, because Oban was in there as well. Greavesy and Ford having their own little race down there, 8th and 9th. G-Man held his line for a while there, and then Kevlar, he had a bit of an off, put him down out of the race, with Pacemaker Boy coming home in 12th. But Willie Win, fantastic stuff to the start. Beautiful. Right then, let's move on to the second race of this event, the Deliverance Kangoo Cup. And go to Tsukuba, which always kicks up a fantastic race. Now, I didn't notice any tyre wear there. I'm guessing maybe the tyre wear's not on. If it's on, we'll know here, because this is a tyre killer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hope everything is loaded in as it should be. We'll do a quick grid walk. We can't do... I haven't written it down. So, no prep for every race. So let's have a... Oh, dear, there's a white one there. Well, no, that's it. That's all right. Fine. It looks like it might be another random grid, ladies and gents. So 40 this time, starting on pole. Hang on. Da, 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 da. So 40 starting in the Amazon delivery van in first. Greavesy in the DPD in second. Kevlar starts third. Fiberman starting in fourth. We lost Fiberman in the first race, but he's back again. Ready to do business. Willie Win, the winner of the first race there, is in fifth place. Nifty starting in sixth. We got Norfolk and Talent starting in seventh. We got G-Man for Real Fun in eighth. Gaz starts in ninth. Matteo starts in 10th. Pacemaker Boy starting in 11th with Max on the sticks. Starts 12th with Oban starting in 13th. So that is the grid. I'm sure it was another random... Is that the camera? Yes. So, here we go then. Let's have a little sip of our hot brew before we go 10 laps into Tsukuba. And it looks to me like there might be a touch of rain. So, is everyone on the racing softs? So I think there's a touch of rain, but maybe just not enough to go to the inters. We'll see. We'll see what happens during this. I know they can race on the sports softs, but the racing softs, if it gets any wetter than what it is, will be absolutely useless. So let's have a look. The lights are out for this second race of the event. 40 off to a fine start, but we see the Ann Summers van pulling into that middle space, trying to find some room as 40 leads them into the very first corner. Very tight and hard to judge on these cold tyres in a bit of a slippery conditions, one could say. Not quite dry, not quite wet. You've got to tweak it a little bit more to get it a little damper. So 40 at the moment, though, holds his own, but Greavesy very much fancies to get by. Nifty already up and into third place with Norfolk and Talent, I think, slipping back there. Fourth against Kevlar, fifth. Then we've got Willie Win in sixth, and we've got three of them lining up behind. We've got Matteo, Gaz and Max on the sticks. G-Man in 10th. We've got Oban in 11th, moving up the order. Pacemaker Boy in 12th and Fiberman in 13th. But it's 40 who leads as he's being pursued by the Royal Mail, DPD and the Pizza Boy. I've seen a lot of videos on the Orange YouTube with pizza delivery videos. They're great. I've always often thought of a career as being a delivery pizza person because of those. So 40 then leads the way with Nifty in second place, Greavesy in third. Lots of braking here, giving Norfolk and Talent an opportunity to late brake himself onto the Greavesy there. Beautiful move from the Deliveroo Kangoo driver, Deliveroo Kangoo driver. Greavesy then in fourth with Kevlar looking for an opportunity. Greavesy having a moment with his brakes, not quite knowing how late he can get away with braking. Willie Win in that winning car is sixth place, winning van should I say, ahead of the Gaz. And it really is fortune favours the brave around here, and Nifty's just asked too much of the Kangoo. He's gone off-road, and he's still off-road. There he goes, ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Mail going absolutely crazy in the stands as Norfolk and Talent is the new leader ahead of 40. Greavesy slipping back into third with Kevlar all up and in his busyness, trying to find a way through, and he's looking at the fresh air up the side of the DPD van, but there is no room. Gaz there in his war-torn Kangoo, trying to find a way through also, as Willie Win in sixth. And 7th there for Max on the sticks, trying to find a way past the ice cream van, and they are being pursued by Matteo, who had a little sniff and a whiff up the inside of the RAC van there, but it just wasn't doing. He knew Max on the sticks, aggressive defending, and wasn't going to give way that easily. No intimidation there, ladies and gents, but Willie Wynn is being pursued rather closely. Norfolk and Talent still leads ahead of 40 with Greavesy in 3rd. We're watching the battle for 6th and 7th and 8th with Matteo and Max on the sticks and Willie Wynn, and Nifty is entering the chat of this argument down here. Nifty there just tailing to the back of the Matty O after his off-roading adventure. Max on the sticks then all the way in there in Willie Wynn's exhaust pipe, getting into that little hairy hole. Norfolk and Talent leads the way, and he's gapping out from the 40. He's getting himself a little bracket of thin air between himself and his competitors. So the Deliveroo flying at the moment, 40 in the Amazon van in 2nd, and we got Greavesy in the DPD. And in the chat then, Nifty saying Pacemaker's airbags were too big, must have been blocking his view. 40 saying it's all random with the grids, and Nifty saying in VR you literally can't see anything other than the van's back doors. Every corner was an adventure. Fantastic. So Greavesy then, oh no, Greavesy's fallen back, and I was reading the chat. You guys saw it, you must have done, because I was on him, I'm sorry. But that puts Kevlar up into 3rd place. The sun's coming out now, so the track is going to dry out. We're halfway through the race, lap 5 of 10, and Norfolk and Talent finding more and more grip every lap. He's feeling more confident in the Deliveroo. 40 then in the Amazon in 2nd. Everything's going well for him at the moment. Kevlar trying to close in with Gaz, the threat, the danger, and then we've got a whole fun party going on down here with Matteo trying to go round the outside of Willie Wynn, and it didn't work. Now they are, Willie Wynn's back up ahead in 5th, Matteo there in 6th, Max on the sticks looking for some entry point as Nifty up the inside of Max on the sticks, on the inside. Will it work for him? And he knows not to go anywhere near that outside line there. I think that's where he had his little adventure. And Nifty then still trying to implement himself up the inside of the RAC van. And Nifty does manage it in the end. Great stuff from Nifty. Max on the stick, slipping back and into 8th place. Greavesy, who was up there in 3rd place, now in 9th. G-Man picking himself up a penalty. He's a very naughty boy. Oban in the 11th. Colesberg car is sitting down in 11th. Pacemaker boy in 12th. No, Fiberman goes for a move. Fiberman goes for a move on the Pacemaker boy, and they're side by side all the way around, and Pacemaker boy goes for a dash up the inside. Pacemaker boy holds on to the apex, and Pacemaker boy makes the move, and he holds the ground, and Fiberman all up and in his business trying to find a way through, and Fiberman there up and onto the apex, over the apex, but got away with it. No penalty there, sir. And Pacemaker boy then trying to get on with his race as Fiberman comes in again on the attack. Fantastic racing from the front to the back, ladies and gentlemen, at the Gentleman's Road Racing Club. Norfolk and Talent leads the way. He's built himself up a buffer from 40, who is ahead of the Gaz, but the Gaz now has got to be worried about Kevlar. Kevlar starting to find a bit of pace as the track dries, and Kevlar's closing in now for the kill. Willie Wynn is 5th. He's had to put his elbows out, ladies and gentlemen. He has had to defend in this race. Willie Wynn ahead of Matteo, who is giving it all the big balls to try and get by, and Willie Wynn just trying to maintain position. A bigger car, meaning holding the middle of the road, giving no quarter, ladies and gentlemen. No quarter given whatsoever from Willie Wynn, and Matteo just finding himself being frustrated behind the Kangoo van. Here he goes again for another move on Willie Wynn. He's going for the late break, and he's made the move, and it's stuck, ladies and gentlemen. Matteo up and into 5th place now. Willie Wynn has got the same job to do against Nifty as Nifty comes in hard, and fast. Oh, a bit of braking there. I think Willie Wynn trying to avoid Matteo. We've had some braking issues here in the Kangoo van. Contact between Matteo, Willie Wynn. Nifty was also involved, but I think Nifty, it was just he was just there. I don't think there was much he could do. And so Nifty continuing on with Max on the sticks now. Both of them moving up a position or two after the incident between Matteo and Willie Wynn. You race this hard, mistakes can happen. And Wayne saying morning rare fans or race fans, and Nifty saying morning Wayne. I think that's Colesberg. Willie Wynn then down into ninth with Matteo giving us a great display. Greavesy knowing their pain. It happened to him earlier. No, I don't know if he clashed with anyone, but he was in third and now he's in seventh. He's moved up a couple of positions with there too. Dropping from Grace. Kevlar then in fourth, giving Gaz something to think about, but now Gaz closing in on 40 with a 101.4 last time around. Gaz with a 101.0, nearly half a second faster than his opponent, Norfolk and Talent. A 101.7, but he's got the space, he's got the time to just take it easy. He doesn't have to push anything. He's got nothing to put on the line here. 40 driving on the raggedy edge there, and that may have given Gaz the opportunity to drive around the outside of him, put himself on the inside, and there is a bit of door rubbing, which is expected from these guys. It's not a van if it hasn't got a scratch up the side of it. 40 then in third place. Kevlar in fourth. Then we've got Nifty in fifth. He's got himself ahead of Max on the sticks in sixth. Greavesy in seventh. We've got Matteo in eighth. Willie Wynn in ninth. G-Man in 10th. We've got Oban in 11th. Fiberman has got himself ahead of the Pacemaker Boy, but this battle continues on here for 12th and 13th. And Pacemaker Boy sticking with the Fiberman. Fancies another attack. Knows where he's faster than him. Fiberman a 104.3 last time around, with Pacemaker Boy a 106. Lost a bit of time to Fiberman, and Fiberman then trying to get on with the business of getting on with this race, but Pacemaker Boy keeping him very close company. Norfolk and Talent then goes on to his final lap with Gaz in second, 40 in third, Kevlar in fourth, and we got Nifty trying to chase him down in fifth. Then we got Max on the sticks in sixth. Greavesy trying to keep Matteo at bay, and Matteo just about to unleash the beast, and that is one of the products he's got in the back of that. It is called the Beast. The rabbit, the beast, the succubus. There's all sorts of things. Oh no, they're finishing, sorry. Let me go back, that's not fair on the winners. I was too busy being rude. Norfolk and Talent then coming around that final corner and slam dunks that one, ladies and gentlemen, into the outer sphere. Gaz in second, 40 in third. We've got Kevlar coming home in fourth, Nifty fifth, Max on the sticks for sixth, Matteo in seventh, Greavesy in eighth, Willie Wynn comes home in ninth place. We got the G-Man coming home in 10th. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. And we've got Oban bringing it on home. I'm telling you, Brian's going to be getting itchy for that Carlsberg, dude. You got to get some top fives going on for Brian to be happy about his Carlsberg. So Oban then bringing it on home in 11th place. Fiberman holds off Pacemaker Boy for an absolute beautiful battle of the Titans back there for 12th and 13th. What a battle, what a fight, what a track, ladies and gentlemen. Norfolk and Talent then takes the win here at Tsukuba, with Gaz in second and 40 fighting for that third place. Absolutely cracking race from 40. Kevlar in fourth, mighty Kevlar, and that pizza was only lukewarm this time. Nifty in fifth, with Max on the sticks in sixth. And then we have Matteo in seventh, just ahead of the Greavesy in eighth, Willie Wynn in ninth. Then we've got G-Man for real fun in 10th, Oban in 11th, Fiberman in 12th, and Pacemaker Boy coming home in 13th. Fantastic stuff. Whoa, we're only halfway there. Oh, we're driving on a prayer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2 in, 2 to go. And this evening's frolics in the Kangoo Cup, the Deliverance, has been absolutely humdinging. Can they take that same energy to the Autopolis for more fun and frolics in the Kangoo van? I'm sure they can. I am stoked for this, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get it loaded up. Oh, that took nothing. That took nothing of a load there. There wasn't even a timer, was there? Schnizzle my nizzle. I want to go and do a network test. I've changed internet provider a couple of weeks ago. That was unbelievable. Right. We're going to go for info. That's what we're doing. Took me a second. I've got brain lag, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. So here we go then. We'll have a look at who is where. It's their turn this time. If we can press the right buttons. Kevlar will be starting on pole position here at Autopolis, with Norfolk and Talent starting in second after winning the last race. Fiberman starts in third, with Pacemaker Boy, his race buddy, in fourth. Then we've got Fordy starting in fifth. Matteo starts in sixth. We've got G-Man for Real Fun in seventh. Oban in eighth. We've got Nifty in ninth, and he's got all those tax rebates sat in the back of that thing. Willie Win in 10th. Then we've got Max on the sticks in 11th. The Gaz in 12th. And Greavesy starts 13th in the DPD. They like to throw your deliveries into the back of their van, ladies and gents. Right then. Oh, not that view. Okay, let's prepare ourselves. I need another sip of me hot brew. Wow, this is crazy. That went beyond a sip, ladies and gents. That downed it. 8 laps then of Autopolis, ladies and gents, for the third race in the Kangoo Cup. It's lights out then for this third race. Kevlar pulling away quite nicely. Norfolk and Talent. We've got Fordy there going for a move in between Pacemaker and Fiberman. Fordy holding a line there. And he's up into fourth, not quite getting Pacemaker Boy, and Matteo also getting a great start off of the line there. And Matteo moving himself up and into fourth place, and he's got a party to get to. Kevlar still leads though, but Norfolk and Talent going for the late break. Ooh, it was tight there betwixt the two of them, and Kevlar came out on top, and Norfolk and Talent then into second. We got Matteo up to third, with Pacemaker Boy holding his own up against the Amazon Prime driver Fordy. Oban getting that Carlsberg to where it needs to be in sixth. Willie Win in seventh. We got Max on the sticks in eighth. Fiberman slipping down into ninth, and he's off the road. And it is like Nifty said, the airbags have deployed and he can't see where he's going. And Fiberman then in ninth, with Greavesy all up and in his business in 10th. Gaz in 11th. We got Nifty in 12th. And G-Man. Oh, G-Man, did it? Yeah, that has loaded. G-Man is in 13th, but it's Kevlar at the moment holding his own against Norfolk and Talent. And Matteo could give Kevlar a big favour here if he goes on the attack of Norfolk and Talent, because at the moment Norfolk and Talent, all his attentions are on the rear derriere of Kevlar's Kangoo, and he's coming in now for a late break, and it's a Norfolk and Talent. He's on, and no, it's not happening. Kevlar, fantastic driving from the Kevlar. He has balls of steel. He is matching the energy of Norfolk and Talent, and now Norfolk and Talent, this is a opportune moment for Kevlar to use Norfolk and Talent's tactics against him, and Norfolk's off the road. Norfolk and Matteo both off the road there. I don't know if there was contact or they just copied each other, but Norfolk and Talent, and this is it. This is a great opportunity for Kevlar to build up a buffer and get the move on. Norfolk and Talent in second. Oban now up to third in the Carlsberg delivery van. 40 in the Amazon Prime up to fourth, with Max on the sticks in sixth. Then we got Willie Win in fifth and sixth for Willie Win. Matteo in seventh place ahead of Greavesy in eighth. We got Gaz in ninth. Nifty in 10th. G-Man is in 11th. Fiberman 12th, and Pacemaker Boy unfortunately slipping to the rear derriere of the pack. Kevlar then, good lap times from the Pizza Boy. Oh, Thank you for my pizza. Could you just put it over there? Oh no, I dropped my towel. Kevlar then. Norfolk and Talent in second with Oban in third. We've got 40 in fourth. Max on the sticks in fifth. Max on the sticks though on the move. There's a lot of screeching up ahead. I reckon that was from Oban because he is slinging Kangoo, ladies and gentlemen. And Kevlar under pressure again as Norfolk and Talent closes up the gap. Ooh, but hanging it over the edge there. Hanging it over the edge in the Kangoo. And Oban in third with 40 under pressure from Max on the sticks. 40. But we've seen him galvanised this evening by the pressure. And he has really come up into a diamond. 40 saying, I am not in my fifth place. That's 40's fifth place. We like to say he's fourth now. 40's gone for third though against Carlsberg with Carrier, and he is ahead. 40 on the move. Nifty saying this is fantastic stuff. That's what made me giggle. That's fantastic. Fantastic. I love it. And Nifty said, did someone order a big sausage pizza? Well, Kevlar's delivering it. Norfolk and Talent then cannot do it, and we've nearly got 3 wide there as 40 goes, well, he's still in third, but Oban wants it back, and Max on the sticks, who's picked himself up a penalty because he's a very naughty boy. And 40 then in third, slinging it, baby, yeah! And Oban fighting it out with Max on the sticks, who is a naughty boy. We've got Gaz in sixth, with Nifty now in seventh, being chased by Willie Wynn, and Mattio's also a naughty boy. Greavesy in 10th. We've got G-Man in 11th. Pacemaker Boy is ahead of Fiberman, and Fiberman fighting with the Kangoo van this evening. And there's a penalty for Kevlar. There's a penalty for the Kevlar and Norfolk and Talent, and we're coming up to the zone. He's paid it already, and it's not as bad as it usually is because he's at the beginning of a straight, so he's got into a braking zone. It has helped Norfolk and Talent close right up to him, but Kevlar, it could have been worse. It could have been better. He could have not had a penalty at all, but Kevlar there maintaining. Norfolk and Talent in second place. We got 40 in third. Oban being chased by Max on the sticks in the RAC van in fifth place. Then we've got Gaz in sixth, Nifty in seventh. We've got Willie Wynn under pressure of the Matteo and the Greavesy, and that is some double pressure right there. G-Man in 11th, Pacemaker Boy. The cameraman was going to look up at the sky. What did you think he was flying? Unbelievable stuff. Pacemaker Boy 12th ahead of Fiberman. But it's Kevlar now, just about to lose the lead from Norfolk and Talent, and he's been looking to make that move for a while, but he's off the road. Can Kevlar get it back? No, it looks like Norfolk and Talent got away with that just about. And out of control, but the Deliveroo driver getting in there, and Kevlar coming back with a vengeance. Up the hill they come, and Kevlar really does look like he fancies it as they go into the hairpin. Is Kevlar going to try and go in there with a late break? No, they both survive, and this is going to hand it all to 40 if Kevlar and Norfolk and Talent have it coming together. Nifty saying Matt always comes first. Not today, sunshine. No. And Norfolk and Talent then out there in the lead. Kevlar looking to be struggling under 40's influence. 40 coming in hard and heavy. See how the Deliveroo driver does it, and he's done it as well. Kevlar though, good drive through the corner, and Kevlar straight away comes back at 40. So 40 late breaks it into the corner to get the position, but Kevlar read that one and he came back at the 40. Max on the sticks, fourth. He has got himself by Oban, who is ahead of Nifty. Nifty is the current fastest person on the track. We are full dry track now. Was it this track that was damp? It might not have been. It might have been the one before. They all merge. I think it was the one before. Gaz then in seventh, Matteo in eighth. I just suddenly thought, oh, the track's nice and dry, but I think that was the race before anyway. Yeah, it was Sakuba. Sorry, gang. Greavesy, it's early onset of Alzheimer's. G-Man in 10th, Willie Win in 11th, Pacemaker Boy in 12th, early set, I mean, I'm in that bracket now, I'm sure. And Fiberman there in 13th. It's Norfolk and Talent again, looking for his second win. And now with Kevlar picking up a penalty, it looks like it's down to 40 to try and stop that from happening. 40 then having a look into the late break situation in the first corner. Is a brave man and goes in on the inside, and no, he maintains third against the Kevlar. The Kevlar, he's got to build up a buffer from 40 now on this lap to pay that penalty. Norfolk and Talent absolutely slinging it and disappearing into the distance. Fantastic driving as always from Norfolk and Talent. Max on the sticks in 4th place. He's looking menacingly at that top 3. He knows he's got the measure of 40 if he goes toe-to-toe with him. And Kevlar carrying that penalty. Max on the sticks doing the math and feeling that he could get on the tail end of Norfolk and Talent here if he really knuckles down to it. Oban in 5th, Nifty in 6th. We've got Gaz in 7th. He's been a naughty boy now. They've gone through the penalty zone. And yeah, Kevlar is under pressure from the 40. Looks like Kevlar really late breaks it into that final corner to stay ahead of the 40. Now 40 getting the momentum down the straight and trying to take the race in line. We're on to the final lap. Norfolk and Talent only has to keep it tidy for one more lap. Kevlar just needs to keep 40 behind. Max on the sticks has a penalty. He's a naughty boy. 40, oh no, he's not close enough, and 40 may be in trouble from Max on the sticks with Oban in 5th. And I said he needed a top 5 to keep Brian happy, and that should keep Brian slightly more amused. Nifty in 6th with Gaz in 7th. Greavesy and the Matteo duking it out. Matteo coming at the Greavesy. Oh no, I think that's the Greavesy coming at the Matteo, to tell you the truth, with G-Man just in the periphery ready to do some damage. So Matteo gets that position from the Greavesy. G-Man in 10th, Willie Win in 11th, Pacemaker Boy in 12th, Fiberman in 13th, and it's Norfolk and Talent then on his final lap with the lead. Kevlar looks like he's done just enough to stay ahead of the 40, and the 40 is keeping Max on the sticks at bay, and Max on the sticks has got a penalty anyway. Oban is in trouble from the Nifty at the moment. The penalty's been paid for. Max on the sticks. He maintains as Norfolk and Talent brings it around the final corner to take his second win of the evening. Way for Deliveroo. Kevlar just about ahead of 40. Grabs it in 2nd, 43rd. Max on the sticks in 4th. Oban in 5th. Gaz grabs himself a whopping 6th place with Matteo in 7th ahead of Nifty. So something happened to the Nifty there. Greavesy 9th. G-Man for 10th. Willie Win comes home in 11th with a penalty, but he's ahead of Pacemaker Boy. Far enough, though, the penalty does not cost him a position. And Pacemaker Boy then bringing that cream home for 12th, all over those ample hills. Holy guacamole. And Fiberman in the 7-up in 13th. Wowzers, ladies and gentlemen, one more to go. What a bonanza of a group of racers we've had this evening. Oh, well, it's not evening, but I don't know when you watch this, so I just always assume it's going to be the evening. And Nifty saying we're in discussions with Norfolk about adding ballast. 6 boxes of Cornish pasties should do the trick. Oh, yeah. Right. You could argue it's unfair, because what's Deliveroo delivering? He's probably only delivering like a phone case, whereas Kevlar's got some heavy slamming pizzas in his boot. 40's got everything in his boot. They put as much as they can, Amazon, so he's carrying heavy weight. Max on the sticks is carrying a few tools, I suppose. A couple of tools that they won't use. A battery, maybe. Oban, that's a heavy load, the Carlsberg. And Gaz, I don't know what's in the back of that. A dead body? Scottish. Oh, it'd be a lot of iron brew. Matteo, no. Lots of batteries, I imagine, in the back of that one. Nifty, and no one, because no one uses the mail. It's too expensive. There's nothing in the back of that. The only people who use that is Parcel Force. And Michael, 40 saying, and the randomness worked in his favour. Hey, man, take it where it is. You had to race hard with Kevlar and a few of the other big names. Greavesy then, what's he got in the back of his? He's the DPD. Nothing, probably. G-Man, he's got now in the back of his. Willie Win, Ice Cream's quite heavy. Pacemaker Boy, I don't know what that cream. That's a heavy load he's carrying. And Fiberman, yeah, 7-Up's quite heavy. So there you go. One more to go, ladies and gentlemen. One more to go. And what a race it's going to be as well at the Grand Valley. You don't see it come up that often. I really like Grand Valley. I don't know why people steer away from it. I think it's a lovely little track. And especially the short one. They go through the middle of that mountain. It's blooming beautiful. So then here we go. They're going to take the Kangoos one more time around, ladies and gentlemen, for some fun and frolics in the US of A. Is it still the newest track? No, the snow one is, isn't it? Or Eiger? I can never remember what order we got them in. So the grid then, ladies and gentlemen. Willie Win, the winner of the first race, back on pole. The randomizer liking Willie Win. He likes his thing. Northern Talent's done well with the randomizer as well, always being in the top bit. In the last couple of races at least. Nifty getting lucky this time in third. 40 in fourth. He's had a good couple of choices from the randomizer in the last couple of races. Gaz starts in fifth. Fiberman in sixth. Greavesy starts in seventh. Kevlar starting in eighth. G-Man in ninth. Pacemaker Boy in 10th. Oban starts 11th. Matteo starts in 12th. And Max on the sticks starts in 13th. Well, without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, 8 laps of Grand Valley short. Let's get it on, baby. And it is go here at the GRRC with Willie Win and Norfolk and Talent drag racing up to the first corner and over to the bridge. Is it the bridge? I'm not sure. Yeah, it should be. And then it's Willie Win. No, Norfolk and Talent getting on later on the brakes, but Willie Win getting on the apex, getting round the corner over the bridge, and beautiful stuff, beautiful sight there from Willie Win. But Norfolk and Talent coming back at him down the straight, but no one saw Gaz. No one saw Gaz come in as they go through the mountain, and the Gaz giving it his all against Norfolk and Talent. That is heavy on the brakes. Around here through the wiggly part. Norfolk and Talent still leads from the Gaz. Gaz looks like he's had to back off a little bit. Willie Win in third. We've got Nifty in fourth. And then we've got 40 in fifth. 40 in fifth is his favourite. Greavesy's losing a position to Matteo there coming through very fast as they brake hard again to come up the hill slalom. And then we've got Greavesy 7th, Oban in 8th. He's made a couple of places up. Fiberman also making places up. Kevlar in 10th. We've got Max on the sticks in 11th. He's trying to find a way past the pizza delivery boy. G-Man in 12th and Pacemaker Boy is in 13th. So Norfolk and Talent leads this race with Gaz chasing him down. Gaz wanting to get on the winner's rostrum for this fourth and final race. And cannot get on the late brakes, and it's Gaz then. Gaz getting the move done into the first corner and up and ahead for the Highland Warrior. Norfolk and Talent in second. Willie Win in third. Nifty in fourth. Nifty having a real close look at their rear. There he is as Willie Win gets a little squirrel on through the corners. The car getting a little unbalanced underneath him, and it's the Royal Mail that is ready to come in. And 40 then in sixth place with Matteo in sixth. 40 in fifth. Of course, 40's in fifth. It's his spot. Greavesy in seventh, and he's being chased down by some heavy hitters there as Kevlar under attack from Oban and Max on the sticks. Let's get alongside. Oh, we're on the back seat, are we? Max on the sticks trying to go around the outside. Oh, he's run out of road, but he doesn't care. He'll go up on the pavement. This is standard from these delivery drivers. So Max on the sticks then going up against Kevlar, but still not quite getting the move done. Norfolk and Talent leads from Gaz, so Norfolk and Talent back in the lead ahead of Gaz with Willie Win in third place. The DPD driver right over the wrong side of the road. as him and the pizza delivery boy go at it. And the DPD driver late on the brakes and into the corner. Max on the sticks, still behind Kevlar. Oh yeah, Kevlar's the one ahead of us. It was Oban in the Carlsberg driving car he was chasing. And Max on the sticks getting a great view of the race between Kevlar and Greavesy. And it really does. You have to get on the brakes down there because of gravity. The car really does sort of lose all of its... Oh, and DPD driver off the road, trying to keep it. And Max is introducing himself, and he has. He's got himself up ahead of Kevlar and the Greavesy there. Kevlar getting a penalty. Greavesy slipping back to Oban area. Oban trying to get the move done up the inside. And is it Oban that is ahead? No, Kevlar, no, sorry. Greavesy is thereabouts, but Oban does seem to have got the job done for now. Willie Wynn slipping back. Kevlar with a penalty there in 7th. Max on the sticks. Great, we were on board with him when we saw all that kick off. Kevlar also with a penalty. Nifty in 5th. Matteo is moving very fast towards 40. 40's moved up. He's not in 5th anymore. Norfolk and Talent's lost the lead from Gaz. It's shuffling a lot, ladies and gentlemen. They are all over the place. Gaz then leads the way with Norfolk and Talent and a penalty. 40 under threat from Matteo. Matteo coming up alongside him. And 40 trying to hold his own as they defy gravity. A little knock there from the Matt EO. And 40 holds his own. Matteo backs out of that one. And this should give Nifty an opportunity in the Royal Mail vehicle. And you know, they are one less Royal down now. There's no Andrew in the Royal Mail. And Matteo getting through past 40. 40 trying to make it as difficult as possible from the Nifty, who's looking to grab a good position here, a good result. As Nifty then side by side going down the very long straight here at Grand Valley. Nifty versus 40, the Amazon versus the Royal Mail. And 40 at the moment still clinging on into that 4th place, but Nifty looks like he's going to try and late break this one into the first corner for the Royal Mail, and he does. He gets his little nose ahead, and it's Nifty then in the Postman Pat Mobile in 5th, but 40 still harassing and haranguing him, and 40 wants it, but now he sees Max on the sticks trying to sneak on through in the RAC Kangoo. Gaz leads, ladies and gentlemen. Norfolk and Talent off the road, but in 2nd, Matteo closing in very fast indeed. We're on lap 5 of 8. We've got Nifty up and into 4th. He's relegated 40 to 5th, and Max on the sticks coming in hard and heavy in the RAC recovery van. Recovers nothing, that. It's just something for them to drive up to you and say, you've got another 4-hour wait for a flatbed. Sorry, bud. Max on the sticks then trying to make the move up the inside of the Amazon Prime delivery driver, and it's not doing. Amazon, they've got a schedule to stick to. Kevlar in the pizza delivery right there, giving Oban a lovely tow. Oban's got a penalty though, so even if he can get past Kevlar, it will be short-lived, I assume. Because as soon as he pays the penalty, Kevlar's going to be back through again. Willie Wynn in 9th, Greavesy in 10th, Fiberman in 11th, half a second penalty on him. And G-Man giving it big drifts on home soil. Beautiful stuff. Pacemaker Boy in 13th. So Fiberman having a good race this the final race, and he's suddenly getting into the swing of things. Gaz leads, and he's built up a lovely buffer as Norfolk and Talent is giving it some big ones against the Matteo and the Nifty. Excuse me, Prestige. Excuse me. And so the Gaz trying to make the great escape as Norfolk and Talent's picked up a penalty, and he's got a whole queue of cars lined up behind him. Matteo, Nifty, 40 and Max on the sticks, all waiting. They're probably all within a touching distance of the Deliveroo driver. Here we go. I've missed quite a bit. 40 saying the randomness worked in his favour as Norfolk and Talent under threat from the whole pack. The whole pack. Matteo snuck through. Nifty's looking to get a move done next. Carlsberg saying LMAO. I don't know. I might have said something slightly humorous. I can't remember. Nifty saying this track needs more lube. Oh no! What happened to Norfolk? Sorry, you saw it. I didn't. I'm going back. Looks like he had being replaced back on track. Did he not? So he's off his racing line. He's gone through there. Everything seems okay. Beautiful. Oh no, they didn't like that, did they? Wow. I'm on your side, Norfolk and Talent. I don't see what was wrong with that. Wasn't a major corner cut. Seemed fair enough to me, but a reset there for Norfolk and Talent. My word. What's his name? Lewis Hamilton? Getting penalised for nothing. Now he's just wrecking the Kangoo. Look, sod it. Fiberman with the penalty. G-Man. So yeah, poor Norfolk and Talent. Penalised for what seemed like not very much. Gaz then in first. Matteo now moves into second with Nifty in third. 40 in fourth. And 40 saying, yeah, he did. When I said something, I think that was about me saying someone did well out of the randomizer. Was that Norfolk and Talent? Well, he just got dicked by the game. So what the game gave him in the randomizer, it really just took away from him. And Vodgrub saying, hello sir. Nifty saying, don't mention the randomizer to Matt, he's still livid, I'm sure. Sai saying, well, this looks fun. Nifty saying, bless you, about my sneeze. And Vodgrub saying, it's only a quick hello because the surveyor is here. Okay, you busy boy, you get on with it. Gaz then, absolutely solid run here. We're on the last lap. Nifty in second, got himself ahead of the Matteo, who is chasing the rabbits. 44th. With Kevlar now in fifth. Max on the sticks is in sixth place, but he's got a penalty. He's had to pay that as he sees 40 and Kevlar disappear. And Gaz really... Oh, no, Gaz has got a penalty as well as he comes around the final corner. But I think he's got a second on the Nifty. Has he? It'll be tight. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 1 second, isn't it? Matteo in third. He wants to get a move done on the Nifty down here. He's going to try and get a tow down the straight as Gaz then crosses the line. He's a naughty boy, but he's a winner also. Sweet stuff. Nifty comes up into second place with Matteo finishing in third. And we've got Kevlar fourth, but no, 40 gets fourth with Kevlar's penalty in fifth. Max on the sticks finishes in sixth. We've got Oban getting seventh. Greavesy comes home in eighth place. Willie Wynn is 10th because Norfolk and Talent, but Norfolk and Talent's got that penalty, so Willie Wynn does get 9th and Norfolk and Talent gets 10th. Fiberman ahead in 11th, G-Man for Real Fun 12th, and Pacemaker Boy bringing the cream home for the boys in 13th. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? A huge thank you to the Gentleman's Road Racing Club for bringing us some of the best and finest racing out there using the most obscure cars. So Gaz takes that final win of the evening. I think Norfolk and Talent got 2 wins and Willie Wynn got the first win. Fantastic stuff. Nifty in second with the Matteo, bringing it home in third. 44th, 40, I think I said 30. 44th with Kevlar coming home in fifth. Max on the sticks in sixth. Oban in seventh. Greasy in eighth. We've got Willie Wynn coming home in ninth. Norfolk and Talent in 10th. He got absolutely stitched. Fiberman in 11th. G-Man for Real Fun. Pacemaker Boy in 13th. Ooh, mama, ladies and gentlemen. That was big fun with a PH. That's a nice shot as well. I'm going to try and close this off before I turn that off and go camera mode. That, ladies and gentlemen, might be the thumbnail you're looking at. I don't know if it lets you take a picture after the race. A big, huge thank you to the GRRC for all the admin work, and it takes a village to get these races to us. So all their organising, a huge thank you. Huge thank you to our pilots, our pro sim racers that show up and put the effort in to bring us some entertaining races. And a huge thank you, especially today. Huge crowd in the chat. Bless you all. Thank you very much. It keeps me entertained. I love it when during the race and there's loads of chat going on. So a huge thank you to the chat and to you guys who watch it later. I can't believe you watch. I'm not that good. I'm annoying. But you guys seem to watch, so thanks. Nifty saying, thanks, Thingy. Great show as always. You demand. Thank you. See, they're all crazy. Vodka Rob saying, I'll catch you later, mate. Yeah, I'm going to be on a couple of times today, catching up on some replays. So, yeah, I'll be around. I'll be around. Isn't that a Wacko Jacko song? No, I'll be there, innit? And Cornish in the chat saying the game used something from the back of Matt's van on me. Yeah, it most certainly did. I think it's that one with the big bouncy, like the one that looks like a microphone. Carlsberg saying 100%. Vodkarov giving us a big wave. And 40 saying absolutely brilliant. And Nifty saying slipped you on. Yes, thank you. Okay, gang. Tiru. Peace and love. Peace and love.